Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Yemi, and we're just gonna get straight into the video. For my bleach, I'm using the Wella Wellexon Perfect and the Blonde Me Premium Lightener. I'm doing this in equal parts because I want my mixture to be quite thick. I don't want it to be too runny. Right now, I'm going with my first foil. I'm going to start on the front, as you can see. So this is basically the face framing highlights, or the money piece like we like to call it. So the trick is, make sure that your sections are paper thin, and make sure that when you're applying your bleach, make sure that you're packing it on. So basically, if you think it's enough, just add a little bit extra. Trust me, your sections are gonna come out perfect. The blondes are going to be even. And once you're done with the application and you're folding the foil in, make sure that you're not squishing it together. Make sure that you're not, using your hand to press the foil together, because if you do this, you're going to move the product in the foil. So it's going to come out blotchy and splashy, and we don't want that. Here's a better view so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm basically placing my bleach on top of the air like that, and I'm going to turn my brush once I get close to the road so that I don't create like a straight line. We don't want that. Although I'm still going to go in to shadow this wig, but I still want to achieve an even lift all through, and I don't want any line of demarcation at all. Now this is my third and final foil on the right side. So I'm still doing the same thing. Basically 3 slices, no backcombing, no teasing, no weaving, nothing. Just basically 3 slices on the left side. I'm going to do the same thing on the right side as well. I went ahead to do the same thing on the right side as I said earlier. Now the next thing is, I did create another slice in the middle of both sections, as you can see. But this time I'm going to tease it slightly. I'm going to tease my section slightly. So what it's going to do is it's going to soften the highlights going towards the back of the head, like, so basically, yeah, soften the highlights. And once I've finished teasing it, then I'm going to apply my bleach. Make sure once you tease this section, make sure that you are avoiding the tease. Make sure that you want to stay away from the tease. You want to go down like an inch or two before you apply your bleach. And make sure that you're folding twice. So instead of coming up once and just folding your foil, you can see I've done it twice. I folded it and then I folded it second time. This is because I want to preserve the work I've done at the top. If I was to go in directly to flip my foil, I'm going to be slapping thick bleach on top of air that I'm trying to preserve. I hope that makes sense. So the next one, the next slice, the next section is basically above that one. And this time I'm going to tease it properly as much as I can. And I'm going to weave it. Just like that. And again, apply the bleach, avoiding the tease section as much as you can. Flip your brush, make sure that there are no lines of demarcation. The line of demarcation here is avoidable, basically, because we've teased and then we've weaved. So, but you can't be too careful with bleach. And yeah, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Now for the back, this is what my section looks like. So I've gone straight down the middle and I've split each sections into two. As you can see, it's easier that way and you don't get things too confused, and you can easily recognize what you're doing if you want to go back and check your work. So for the back, I'm starting with the left side now, closer to the edge. I'm going in with a tease first, and then I'm going in with a weave. So you tease and then you weave, and then I'm going to apply the color. Sorry, the bleach. I'm going to apply the bleach like 2/3 to half of the section down. Try to stay away from the tease as much as you can. While you're working, make sure to go back in to check your previous sections. You don't want to leave bleach in for too long. So what you're trying to achieve is like a level 7, level 8. Nothing too bright. You're not going to try to go platinum. So make sure to go back and check your sections. I've used a towel to remove as much bleach as I can. So this is going to slow down the process while I continue to do the rest of the wig. For the next section, I'm going to tease it and I'm going to apply the bleach like that. So just tease it and apply the bleach like 2/3 down. The reason why I'm doing this alternating method is so that I can create dimension and I can create like softness throughout the wig. So the first one is tease, weave, bleach. The second one is tease, bleach. And the one after is going to be tease, weave, bleach. Just like that, alternating it like that till I get to the top of the head. Once I get to the top of the head, close to the head, I'm going to be doing a tease and a weave. Strictly tease and weave. So I'm just putting in 2 basic weave sections closer to the end of the wig so that I can create more brightness around the end of the wig on the side of the head. If you're working with thick hair like mine and you want to achieve a nice weave, just like I'm doing, you have to make sure that your comb is closer to the end of the section when you want to weave your sections out. Make sure that your comb is slightly lower. If your comb is in the middle, your sections are going to be too thick. So when you go in with your bleach, it's going to be a little bit harsh. So if you move your comb to the end of the section and you weave it from there, by the time you split your section and you apply your bleach, the result is going to be very soft, because you pick the air from where the air is very thin, closer to the ends. So when you weave it from there, when you split it, you're going to achieve a very soft result with your bleach. Right here, I'm going in again to check my sections. I always check my section, guys. When I'm working with bleach, I concentrate. I don't have any distraction, because with bleach, I feel like once it snows, you lose. And especially with raw hair, I mean, you blink and it's bleach blonde. It's 613. So make sure that you're checking your sections. You're going back in to open it up, check it. If you need more bleach, apply it. But with raw hair, I don't need to double bleach. I just need to start low, because I'm using 20 volume developer. As I said in the beginning of the video, I use 20 volume. You don't need more than 20 volume with raw hair. You don't need more than 20 volume unless you're in a hurry, which I don't suggest you do. When you're working with bleach, you don't need to rush. You need to calm down, avoid distractions, focus, and apply the bleach with strategy. Don't just pick up the wig and just slap the bleach on. Make sure that when you're applying the bleach, you know what you're doing and you go in with a plan. So that way you get the best results. Now I'm working at the top section of the wig. I'm making sure to apply the bleach closer to the scalp area. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I still want more light around the crown, but I don't want to take away from the money piece in the front. I want the money piece, basically the face framing highlight, to shine on the wig. So when I'm doing the crown area, I'm going to tease it, I'm going to weave it, and I'm going to make sure that, although I want to be closer to the top, but I don't want to be too close and I don't want to be too low, because if I bring the bleach too low to like maybe the shoulder area, the wig is going to be giving skunk. It's going to give it skunk stripe, it's going to be giving skunk stripe. It's going to be like 2 stripes in the front. Although that's a cute look, but that's not the look I'm going for at all. I still want the wig to reflect light around the crown of the area, and I still don't want to take away from the highlight around the face. So that's why I'm going in with a tease and a weave, and I'm applying the bleach not too high and not too low like the back sections. For the next sections, this is around the back area now. I'm going to take out my slices quite thicker than previous sections. And I'm going to weave first, like that. Once I'm done with the weaving, I'm going to tease before I apply my bleach. The reason why I'm doing this is because the back section is quite thick. It's a lot of hair at the back. So, and I don't want to sit here all day. And at the same time, I want to create like softness at the back without, I don't want chunks. So what I've done is like weave it out and then backcomb it as much as I can. So that way I'm not sitting down there backcombing thick sections of hair and then weaving it out. So that's another way you can approach it. But I find like with the back section, it can be quite forgiving with this method at the back, because there's going to be a lot of hair laying on top of each other at the back, and we are going to concentrate the brightness around the end. So as you can see, I'm going in 2/3 of the way down. Again, I'm going to weave out the sections I need, like that. I'm going to backcomb it, aka tease it as much as I can. Make sure that it's light and it's not. I'm not gonna create like a demarcation when I apply the bleach. Then I'm gonna go in with my bleach sections again. Make sure that you saturate your sections. If you don't saturate your sections, you're going to end up with sections that look blonde, that look brown, and have like black streaks. Trust me, it's an headache to get to repair. It's an headache to fix. So yeah, make sure that you saturate your sections so that you can get the perfect results. This is what it should look like once you're done. I went ahead to wash it out with my Motions Neutralizing Shampoo. Make sure to wash it as much as you can to get all the bleach out, to get ready for the toner. And stay tuned for the second part of this video where I go in with my toner to achieve this beautiful, luscious brunette. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at the layers. Look at the color. Look at that tone. The richness. Oh my god. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one, basically the part 2 of this video. Bye.